You're being a bot when you're saying this.
What's bad about what I'm saying?
Elon Musk is making objectively bad decisions and objectively bad statements when he's going on and talking publicly. If you want to talk about his statements, or if you want to
what's an objectively bad statement? What?
Multiple ones. When he goes on and
name one.
Sure.
Name one.
When he goes on to a Twitter space and he's saying things like, Twitter needs a full rewrite. And somebody's like, what do you mean? What's wrong with the stack, bro? And he's like, who are you? And he starts crying. Do you want to watch a clip together?
What clip?
What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on, give it to me.
All right, so first off...
Amazing. Wow,
Wait.
you're a jackass.
Okay. All
right, no, I got no credibility here, buddy. I got no idea.
First off...
He's not taking hits for free speech. He's taking hits to act like a crybaby, like a little emotional snowflake. He even
Merry Christmas, Destiny.
Hey, Merry Christmas. How you doing? What?
You sound weird.
Oh, well, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. What you up to? How's your new place?
I mean, it's a beautiful place, but I don't have internet yet, so I'm like living on hotspots. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah, their subreddit's pretty mad at you for that.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. What's up?
Where's Melina? Nothing's up, man. I'm just saying hi to my friend, man. Something got to be up. I got to debate. I got to yell at you all the time about the vaccine.
Yep, basically. She was in New York, and now she's on her way back. I think in a couple hours.
What was you up to? You're playing the factory game?
Yeah. We were gonna do Christmas in New York, but then I don't have internet here, and I've just moved, and I spent a fuck ton of money earlier this month, so I just wanted to stay home and work. So we're just gonna celebrate Christmas in Miami instead.
You're rich though. You're a millionaire and shit.
Yeah, but because I'm frugal with my money though. I don't like to. I spent a ton of money. I spent a ton of money recently. Okay.
What'd you get me for Christmas?
I got you a giant yay sweatshirt.
Balenciaga?
Yeah, it's got a mask over it and everything. Bunch of how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm streaming on Rumble, where a lot of people in my chat are saying W Hitler. We're just W911. A lot of people they're saying we have very polar opposite chats now. I recommend at any point just look at my Rumble chat. It would make you laugh.
Damn. Do you have to sign in to see the chat?
Yeah, and you don't have a Rumble, right?
I have a locals account. I don't think I have a Rumble account.
Or hold on, let me call you back without the camera. My shit's fucked up.
Yeah, mine is. Okay, fine. I can't show the thing, sorry.
You hear me?
Yeah.
How you feeling though? What's your New Year's resolutions?
Beating Factorio. It's the most important thing in my life right now.
Then what are you gonna do after? Like you got no other games to play?
I'm probably gonna focus more on like politics stuff, because I kind of neglected a little bit of that the past couple months. So.
Yeah, you were very drama heavy for a while. It was going back and forth about this, and it was like a Netflix murder documentary. Hearing all your, what did they call it? Your orbiters get in fights.
Yeah, going to war with each other. It's pretty interesting.
What happened to the philosophy too? When I first talked to you, you were talking about, oh, I'm big into philosophy, and then everything was all about drama for the most part, or political stuff. I didn't hear any of your philosophy takes. Try to fix the echo. Relax.
I mean, the philosophy usually will end up going hand in hand with like the political issues, right? Things like ethics and everything will kind of go. Yeah, we'll usually come with political stuff. But if I haven't been doing much politics, we're probably not doing much philosophy.
You don't get bored of gaming all the time? You're like, really, Factorio is the #1 thing? I can't believe that was the #1 thing you just said.
What was the #1 thing I just said?
You said your New Year's resolution was beating the factory game. Oh,
well, I want to beat it because I want to be done with it, so that I can like focus on other shit. But I've sunk so much time into this now, I can't just like quit.
What's next?
Well, like I said, it's gonna be a heavier focus on politics and shit in the next year for sure. Because I neglected it a bit this year. Because shit got like really crazy in the last half of this year with Keffels and you and Fuentes and Mr. Girl and fucking Lav and like everything just kind of got.
Well, that is politics. Me, Fuentes, and a lot of that stuff, even Keffels to an extent, is politically involved stuff. Me and Fuentes especially, we went from doing these panels and doing these debates to actually like working on a campaign.
Yeah. When I say politics, I mean like doing like big like digging into like policy, like doing more like historical research, like that kind of stuff. So like this, for instance, what I did with Ukraine this year was probably my favorite stuff that I did, because that involved like a whole bunch of like historical analysis. It got me some very good conversations that we're interested to have. It's like a modern day like relevant issue. So like that was like a fun thing for me. Yeah.
How's your kid?
Good. I just got back from Nebraska like I think 4 days ago. We hung out, did stuff, played around, ran around. Oh yeah, I saw you made a good Destiny's Child joke, and he liked my hair, so that was good.
He liked your blue hair?
Yeah.
That's good. Why don't you dye his hair blue?
No, people who dyed hair are losers. Okay, I don't need my kid to be a loser at 11 years old.
Wait, you're calling yourself a loser?
I dyed it for. Listen, I get paid to dye my hair. It's different. Okay.
How much you get paid?
Well, it was for charity technically, so.
People in your chat are saying, Sneako, what's your new YouTube burner account? I don't. Every time I make a burner account, I get banned. You know what's the annoying part about getting banned, Destiny? I can't even like read chat or comments. I have to sign into friends' accounts. I have to do all this. Why are you still not unbanned on YouTube? I mean, on Twitter.
Because I'm left leaning. I think Elon only wants to unban the Nazis and shit.
Are you? Come on.
No, I think so. I don't think I'm ever getting unbanned from Twitter. Because I would have gone unbanned by now if I was ever going to. Because in my mind, when he did his announcement for unbans, I feel like I'm like the perfect candidate for that. Like, oh, like they're banning, if people like me are getting permabanned, the policy has probably like been a little silly in the past, but I haven't gotten unbanned yet. And all these other like far right like accounts have gotten unbanned from years ago. So I think he doesn't really care about that kind of stuff. He's probably more interested in like conservative type figures.
Okay, but Alex Jones is still banned. And also, I didn't get it for free.
Alex Jones is banned, but I think that's because he's looking after his bottom line. He's just scared about like copyright shit or not copyright shit or like defamation shit or whatever crazy shit Alex Jones is saying.
But I didn't get mine back for free. I don't know if you're calling me a Nazi, but I had to. Someone paid $20,000 to get me unbanned.
Who paid $20,000 to get you unbanned?
Do you know Iman Gaji? I saw you reacted to Hamza recently. He's pretty similar, but more finance oriented. The guy's extremely rich, like selling courses and stuff like that. He has a good YouTube channel. He got me unbanned. He just did it. I didn't even ask him.
Wait, did he really charge you that much?
I didn't pay it. He just paid it. And he said, "There you go."
Interesting.
You could do that too. I mean, I know you just said you've been spending a lot of money.
I've looked through those avenues. Like sometimes you can pay for services like that on like Facebook or Instagram or stuff like that. But that's only if your account got banned for really silly stuff. But I don't know. Yeah, you can't. You're not going to get any account. Otherwise, you would just get your YouTube unbanned, right?
Yeah, well, what's your predictions with that? I've been seeing Mr. Beast and Elon talking about starting a video sharing platform on Twitter. Do you think that that's something possible in 2023? That gives me hope that Rumble won't be my only possibility.
If I was you, I would invest and build in Rumble. I don't think Twitter.
No, I am. I'm completely investing in Rumble.
I would have no hope for Twitter. I think Twitter he's running that shit into the ground, like speed running it into the ground. I can't believe
what?
He's insanely.
Twitter's never been better. Twitter has never been more fun. It's never been more exciting. I've never spent this much time on it. In my opinion, I've been on Twitter for years. This is the best it's ever been, and people are starting to blow up there.
That's just absolutely not true. The whole checkmark thing was a fiasco. That product got like delivered, canceled, redelivered. He's like introduced like a second checkmark thing. I don't think that product rolled out like they wanted it to. I know they've had issues with advertisers pulling out. I don't know if they've all come back or not yet. You've got people at the shareholders at Tesla that are asking them to step down because that company is starting to slide in value. Musk was saying he was looking for other investors or to sell Twitter again. He's dumping like billions of dollars in stocks to pay off like the interest on his, like, I don't think Twitter is going well at all. I don't think so.
You haven't been spending more time on it. Maybe what you're saying is everything I hear from the leftists, and this is like making me want to get into a debate about like the type of information that you ingest because you're supposed to think that Twitter sucks. Like all the leftists are saying that.
Hold on, stop. Wait, stop. You're being a bot right now, okay? This has nothing.
You're being a bot. You're saying all the bot leftist stuff.
No. You're being a bot because you think this is like a leftist or conservative thing. I'm just interested in Twitter from a business point of view. That's the only analysis I'm doing. I'm not talking about like he's not being liberal enough or progressive enough or any of that shit. I'm not because if that was the case, then I would. Here are the bot talking points. Okay, I'd be saying like Twitter's gotten a whole lot worse because there's way more like racism and sexism on Twitter these days. There's a lot of people that are being like really hateful. Like that's what I'd be saying. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that one of the big product rollouts that he did, his expectations were way too high. He wanted to be getting 50% of the revenue of the company coming from subscriptions. That was insane. the idea behind that. That was a big mistake. That rollout didn't go as well as planned, right? He's laid off of workers, but he's still having to do, like, all of these things I'm pointing. These are objective business facts, right? If it hurts your feelings to hear that, I'm sorry, but this is not like leftist talking points.
Now you're making a complete argument that I'm not saying it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it
no.
For the fact that you digest.
No, I'm just, yeah, but if you want to disagree with something I'm saying, then feel free to submit like a disagreement. But when you just go, oh, you're just giving leftist talking points, that's a bot talking point, right?
Well, everybody on the left that I see on Twitter, all the leftists hate Twitter, and they have different justifications for why. You're saying the business thing, they're saying that the advertisers are leaving, but everybody on the right is saying that the advertisers aren't actually leaving. The reason he added views is to show the fact that Twitter has never had more engagement than ever. It seems like it has a good opportunity for 2023 to be the new, like, mainstream platform for free speech. If you actually look at it, the Instagram stock is going down. People don't really go in Meta. Instagram doesn't have the same feel it does anymore. In my world,
hold on, wait. What are you talking about? First of all, wait, hold on. Nothing you're saying is true. Okay, Meta stock is up 6 points over the past month. So I don't know what you mean when you're saying like Meta stock is going down. Like, I don't know what the fuck Twitter's current valuation is at. Like, what do you mean? Where are you getting your news from? Twitter lost 50 of its top 100 advertisers since Elon Musk took over. That's from November 25th of 2022. So that's in the last month. I don't know where your info is coming from. I'm giving you facts.
So why is that? Why you think Elon Musk wants to step down as the CEO?
Probably because he's a disaster running the company. He's insanely incompetent. Yeah.
What makes you think he's incompetent?
Because he doesn't know how to run the company. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's
getting rid of all those employees was the biggest W I've seen from a CEO.
You have no idea if that was a W or not.
Twitter's just better. Twitter is objectively more interesting now.
How? It's not, but it's not more interesting. This is, okay, your issue is that you can't look at this like a business. You're looking at this like a child's playground, right? When you say that Twitter is better, you're thinking of the posts that you see on Twitter, and that's fun. I'm thinking about Twitter. I'm evaluating from a business point of view. From a business point of view, every decision Elon has made has been failure after failure after failure, right? Now, it might be better because people are having like fun conversations and saying wild shit on Twitter. I agree with that. There's a lot of crazy shit on Twitter, people talking now and shit, and that's
the best
fun.
Basis. That's the best metric of how it's going to be successful. Is that the Twitter stock isn't actually down, is it?
Well, you can't really say that. Sorry. When we talk about the price of a stock, usually we're talking about what people are willing to buy and sell a share of a company for that's listed on a public exchange. But when Elon Musk bought Twitter, he took the company off the public exchanges, so it's not a publicly traded company anymore. It's a privately traded company. So there isn't like a price for the stock anymore. Does that make sense? There is no Twitter stock.
Is it possible that all the information that you're seeing is because the mainstream platforms are afraid of losing their spot where everybody goes for news, and now people are going to go to Twitter for news, and so they need to paint this picture that it's losing and that it's bad and everything? Basically, if everybody that I'm seeing, everybody I talk to, everybody that I'm interested in is saying that Twitter is interesting, that should be the best metric to determine whether or not it's going to be successful. If it's objectively more fun to go on. Say, if CNN, MSNBC, all these things are saying Elon's failing, that's because they feel threatened because people are not getting their news from CNN anymore. They're going to Twitter.
Okay, I can't. Yeah, I don't know how to argue with you. Like, if you're telling me, like, well, my friends are saying it's better, that's fine. I'm just arguing from a business point of view.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying. You're saying it's more interesting, it's more entertaining. That might be true, but I'm just saying from a business point of view, Elon personally is making a lot of spooky decisions that might even be rattling like Tesla stock. It seems like he's not competently running Twitter as a platform very well. It might be more interesting right now just because like people are having fun conversations on it, but from a business point of view, it doesn't seem like he's doing too hot. That's
you said that point a couple times, but when you look up
Elon,
wait. When you look up Twitter stock right now, you see ABC News, Electric, CNN, all they're saying Twitter's failing. They are probably just trying to paint a narrative that Twitter's down so that people think that Twitter's bad, when in reality, that can't be the case. Here's the thing. Their best interest to make Twitter seem bad, especially if somebody who's for free speech is taken over. They need to make Twitter seem bad.
Okay, I don't know how to argue with you. Like, you're just giving me your feelings, right? All I can speak are numbers and facts, okay? Like, Tesla as a company
your numbers and facts are coming from where?
From the markets. Tesla as a company has lost 2/3 of its value in the past year. That's really bad. Elon Musk is selling off tens of billions of dollars.
You just said that the Twitter stock is changing. Now you're saying that it's
No. Tesla. The other company that Elon Musk owns, the one that he's like getting all of his money from to pay for the debt from his Twitter loans that he leveraged all of his stock to take out loans to buy, right? That company's losing a ton of money. The shareholders over there are very upset because a lot of these companies float or trade on like Elon Musk's reputation that he's running into the ground running Twitter, right? These are real
why
things.
He wants to step down as CEO.
Yeah,
so
possibly.
He can pass it off to
But
somebody
also,
else.
like,
Twitter's going to do well in 2023. He'll probably step down and pass it off to somebody else. His reputation is bad because mainstream news and people like you, they want to paint it like he's a bad person.
No, bro, you're a bot. Don't be a bot. You're being a bot when you're saying this.
What's bad about what I'm saying?
Elon Musk is making objectively bad decisions and objectively bad statements when he's going on and talking publicly. If you want to talk about his statements, or
What's an objectively bad statement? What?
Multiple ones. When he goes on and
name one.
Sure.
Name one.
When he goes on to a Twitter space and he's saying things like Twitter needs a full rewrite. And somebody's like, what do you mean? What's wrong with the stack, bro? And he's like, who are you? And he starts crying. When Elon comes out and he says things like, can advertisers really pull out of my platform? That seems illegal. Maybe I should sue them. These are insane statements. When people come out and Elon is being asked about like, hey, do you offer targeted advertising on Twitter? And he's saying, well, I don't think that's possible. These are stupid statements made by a guy that has no idea what platform he's running. Those are three objectively like factual statements that he has made that are objectively factually stupid, right? And that's on top of all the other business stuff I listed earlier. These are not like left-wing, right-wing, blah, blah, apologies problems. These are just bad things that Elon's doing. He's incompetent when it comes to running this company.
Twitter's fun though. Maybe you're just mad because you're not unbanned yet.
I'm not mad. It is fun.
You're pretty heated.
Okay, never mind. You're emotional, and you don't like to when I attack Elon.
I'm emotional?
Yes.
I'm emotional right
I just
now?
gave you fact after fact after fact, and you go, well, I think
Bro,
that you're just
you paused
upset.
the factory game to go yell about facts.
Because I'm giving you all of my attention.
It's not a fact that it's stupid because he's talking in a different way about advertisers based on your opinion. That's not a fact.
No, it's a fact that he's stupid because he doesn't know about targeted advertising when that's been the norm for the better part of the last decade at least. Go buy advertisements on Facebook right now or on AdSense right now. Of course you can target users. Anybody that's ever bought a single ad in their life knows that. Or it's not stupid to criticize him for everything that he says related to programming or dev work is the stupidest shit ever. This guy discovers like 2 errors in code and he's like tweeting out like, oh, we just made the full Twitter mobile app like 15 milliseconds more responsive. Like, bro, what are you even talking about? Like, shut the up. Like, everything that he says like reeks of like a child that's like running around in a factory and he's excited to discover that he can like, I don't know, like mop up a corner or something. He's just dumb. He's just stupid when it comes to everything having to do with this company. He hasn't said anything insightful. He's wasting a ton of money. He set like a whole pile of cash on fire. The sale was so bad. He was like pleading to the courts to let him out of his deal that he agreed to sign on to. He knew that when he bought the company, he overvalued it massively. People that own stock like made out like bandits. What did he buy it for? Was it $47 a share or something? When that thing was trading for what, like 35 or 30 over the counter? Like, it was insane. Everything about the deal.
That's a great investment. Being able to take over mainstream news and being able to own public discourse is something that's going to be really valuable in the long term.
Okay.
People don't trust the news at all anymore. More people are going to Twitter to digest the news than they have ever been compared to mainstream news. And of course, right now, the bot talking point, the leftists are going to be saying like, oh, it's bad. Elon's a child. They're going to want to insult him. Ethan Decline will get on the stage and complain about Elon, say, fuck you. But in the long term, decentralizing information and bringing it back to Twitter and the public square is a better investment for the future. I think a lot of what you're saying is stuff that the leftist news wants you to think because they don't like you.
No, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I watched so many of your old videos. This is the only reason why I've entertained this conversation so much. Because I know that there's like an intelligent young man inside that brain of yours, okay? This is like the 3rd time you've said leftist bot talking points. All I've given you are straight raw facts. I have not given you a single, I haven't mentioned hate speech or racism or any political statement whatsoever. Everything I'm giving you is facts. And you keep running behind this like, lefty talking points. Well, you're giving me the lefty talking points.
You saying it's a stupid point. You saying Elon's stupid is not a fact.
It is when he's making stupid statements. Do you disagree that any of the statements that I just referenced are stupid? Do you want to go over any of them?
I'm not sure if those are stupid.
Okay, I'm telling you they are. You can bring in a programmer, you can bring in somebody that works in advertising, you can bring in like anybody else in the industry and ask them, and they'll tell you the same thing. Like, Elon is like a laughing stock right now for everything having to do with Twitter. Like, the people at Tesla want to kick him.
He's a laughing stock for
business people. Politics, bro. It's not about my people. The people at Tesla want to kick him off the board there too because he's nosediving the value of his company. There are people that aren't buying cars now because of how insane he is on Twitter.
It's an electric car company. It's marketed towards leftists who care about climate change and a bunch of that psyop bullshit. They're like electric cars. It's different because Elon used to represent leftist ideas and now he's seen as this right-wing martyr.
Okay, well, let's say that I grant all of that to you. Okay, if your primary market is leftists, then maybe you should be careful if that's the main company that you're borrowing against to buy another company in order to keep your shit afloat. Maybe you should shut the up then and not lose your primary customer. If I were to grant that, that would be like he still has like better decisions to make than going onto Twitter and acting like an insane lunatic and then losing his primary customer base for his other company.
Insane lunatic because he's talking about targeted advertisers is a giant stretch.
Insane lunatic because all of these Twitter leaks have been a joke, because all of the statements that he's making about like voting for conservatives and that's the most important thing to do, and Fauci needs to go to jail over the vaccines, all of these statements are unfounded conspiratorial nonsense. He doesn't need to be making them, and he shouldn't be, because he's the CEO of, he's representing a lot of different companies when he's out there. How would you feel if you'd invested 6, 7, 8 figures into some of these companies, and now the cheerleaders out there for the company, the CEO acting like a clown, tanking the value of your investment?
All these Tesla people. I think Elon genuinely cares about the future of free speech, and this is more important. It's more important. For
if he cares about the future of free speech,
he's taking sacrifices right now for the business and for
no,
the,
he's not.
He's
like taking sacrifices for being an idiot, for retweeting bullshit about like Pelosi's husband. Like, what the f is he doing? He's not even like he's not taking hits for free speech. He's taking hits to act like a crybaby, like a little emotional snowflake. He even sounds like an autistic snowflake. Bro, if there was a leftist with Elon's voice and mannerisms, yeah. Hey guys, we're gonna talk about Twitter today, and what I'm gonna do. Bro, if Elon Musk was a leftist, you guys would be making fun of his appearance and his voice and his mannerisms constantly, okay? The guy talks and looks like a rat.
Okay. I like Elon though.
Of course you do, sure.
Let's have this conversation again in 6 months. I think Twitter is going to take over. And Metastock, people in my chat are saying Metastock has been down 65% this year.
Over the year, yeah, Metastock has gone down a ton. But you mentioned over the past month or two, I think is what you said. And over the past month, it's been up 6 points because obviously Elon is Zuckerberg is cutting a lot of the fucking, cutting a lot of the VR shit out.
Well, Merry Christmas, Destiny.
Yeah, I love you, buddy. Wait,
up.
do you want to watch? Do you want to watch a clip together?
What clip?
Hold on. Make Sneako watch the Twitter space clip of Elon muting text and asking engineers who they are for pushing back. Have you seen that clip before? I think it's the one where he talks about needing a full rewrite.
No, send that to me.
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. All right, let me know when you're ready to go. We'll start at the same time.
Where's the clip?
Oh shit, hold on, it's taking a second to load. Okay.
But the audio is going to come through yours, or you want
No, you've got to click it. We have to play it at the same time.
Okay, 3, 2, all right, play.
Density of features as high as possible.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think, frankly, if you want to have a really high velocity of features, I think we'll just need to do a total rewrite of the whole thing.
Wait, seriously, a total rewrite. That's your prediction for velocity.
Yeah.
Well, when you say a total rewrite, do you mean starting with the skeleton, or a bunch of engineers sit down with a whiteboard and say, what is Twitter? Revolution or reform?
I mean, I just mean like literally, like there's like you could either try to amend the crazy stack that exists, or rewrite it.
But when you say crazy stack, what do you mean? Like, break it down.
Have you seen George's like diagram?
No. I mean, like, what do you mean by crazy? No, seriously. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I don't know. You gave me the fucking mic. I got no.
I didn't give you the mic.
Whoa, I'm doing the mic, and let's keep it civil in my space.
I mean, yeah.
Like what? No, man. You're in charge of the servers and the programming, whatever. Like, what is the stack?
Elon, keep things
come on,
technical
man.
in my space, please.
Take me from top to bottom. What does the stack look like right now? What's so crazy about it? What's so abnormal about this stack versus every other large-scale system on the planet, buddy? Come on, give it to me.
All right. So first off,
amazing. Wow, you're a jackass.
Okay. All
right, no. I got no credibility here, buddy. I got no idea.
Let's first off, let's keep my space civil.
Here, you know, like
we removed him from.
Yeah, he should have known more than just
or said
rewrite.
anything at all, right?
Yeah, I think I mean, that was a PR stunt, like him saying rewrite. Because at first, when he first joined, he opened up the closet and there was a bunch of the shirts that said "Stay woke." I think he basically meant like the whole idea of Twitter needs to be changed, but he didn't know anything about the code specifically that need to.
Okay, but like
rewritten.
this is a lot of people are gonna miss this. Okay, but this is one of the reasons why this particular clip is so painful, in my opinion, and 92% of people are gonna miss this in the public, is that Elon's excuse constantly for being such an autistic fuck about everything that he does is, well, I'm an engineer. Well, I'm an engineer. Well, I'm an engineer. Okay, that's why he's bad at PR. That's why he's bad at speaking. That's why it's like, okay, fine. So when you get into things like maybe development or engineering, that would at least be the one area where I would expect him to say something like intelligent. But here, he sounds like every clueless middle manager ever. Guys, we need to rewrite the stack. What the fuck do you mean, rewrite the stack? What the fuck is wrong with it? Well, we just need a full rewrite. What do you?
Yeah,
what the
going in. Yeah, but I don't know if that could determine that he's an incompetent CEO of Twitter. Of course,
Sure, maybe not. I'm just little
he
pieces.
didn't know past rewrite, and he was saying that because it sounds good. He's like, oh, Elon's going to change everything. He should not have called that guy a jackass for asking a legitimate
Sure.
question.
Here's the advertising one. Okay, load up this one. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Hold on.
Tweets to
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
if Twitter can accurately recommend tweets to you that you don't explicitly follow, it can by the same token also show ads that are relevant to you.
So the way that a lot of platforms do ad sales and a lot of like purchasers expect ads isn't necessarily I'm going to give you these ads and I trust you to serve them to the right people. It's usually almost the opposite, where it's I want to target this group of people in this region who went to a Jiffy Lube in the last 72 days. That level of micro-targeting is something a lot of ad buyers now expect, and like it's a huge part of how CPMs can get so high on platforms like YouTube. But sometimes these advertisers will serve entirely different versions of the same ad to different
Can you turn this guy
demographics.
off, please? He's just talking nonsense. Thanks. I've actually talked to the advertisers.
Yeah, okay, he didn't play the whole clip, but he's being too dismissive, especially in a Twitter space. That's the whole point of the Twitter space, is open discussion. That can't determine that he's an incompetent CEO just because he didn't want to hear this random guy tell him about targeted ads.
Well, the fact that he says that like that's not how it works, and then he gets like upset when somebody's explaining like really basic things. And again, I encourage anybody that wants to. You can go to. I think you can probably type in like buy ad Facebook. You might have to make a business account or something there, but like you can target like ads like crazy. You can do it with AdSense as well. Like of course that's what you're going to be looking for. And yeah, that's why CPMs are so high on these platforms, is because like you can target an insanely precise audience. That's like expected.
I prefer his method. I'm tired of targeted ads. Means that they start listening to you and they start checking your emails to figure out, like, you know, when you say like the word wine and then it shows up in your targeted ads a couple days. If less surveillance if I can,
You'd rather see random ads for like
I would
fucking.
rather pay a subscription model than be spied on all the time.
Okay, if you'd rather pay a subscription model, that'd be fine. But there are products for that, right? That's what. Do you own like YouTube? Well, I guess not for YouTube.
No.
But okay. What would be?
Yeah,
What would you?
It's free, if it's free, then you're the product, and then they're mining your own brain, and they brain.
Yeah, of course, sure. Which is fine. Yeah, that's just another way to pay for. Okay, that's fine.
I honestly prefer the subscription model. I think that's better for the future. And not everybody wants a blue check. I get it, but I think that's better.
Sure.
I don't like.
I don't think most people prefer subscription models. If you just start paying for everything on the internet, I think people are gonna get pretty.
Not everything, but it's a sacrifice. I would rather pay than be spied on all the time and be sold constantly.
Okay. Here's a question. What would you have to see? What would you have to see to be like, okay, fuck, Elon is fucking up? So advertisers pulling away, that doesn't do it for you. Investors at Tesla getting upset. Him potentially stepping on a CEO from Twitter isn't.
Tesla, I think, is completely irrelevant. And I think the best metric, because it's brand new, he's only been on for a couple months, it's Twitter. Like it is more entertaining. Like there's no.
So entertainment factor. That's the only thing that matters to you is entertainment
that's
factor.
Right now, because it's brand new. The fact that it's 10 times more, and I'm even sure everybody in your chat will agree that Twitter has been 10 times more entertaining since Elon's taken over. We will see in a couple months, and we'll see how the stock is doing and how the numbers are doing, because like the subscription model is brand new. There's no way to actually measure it right now. But the fact that it's more entertaining, I think, is a good sign for the future. Especially for, this is what it's for. It's meant to entertain us.
Okay. The Tesla thing is pretty important because I'm pretty sure that fucking like 95% of like Elon Musk's net worth is like wrapped up in Twitter. And I think he's selling off.
That's for his personal net worth, but you're thinking too much about his personal network and the PR rather than the future of free speech. It's a bigger conversation than Tesla.
Sure, but he has to manage that as a CEO. That's part of the like responsibility of being a billionaire, is that your image and your profile is going to have a dramatic impact on companies that are essentially stock that's traded on your rep, right? Because it's not like
which is why he wants to step down, which is why he wants to step down as CEO and give it up to somebody else.
Okay.
But if he keeps making the calls behind the scenes and he keeps actually advocating for free speech, which he is, if you pay the 20 racks, bro, get back on Twitter. It's a boom right now. It's so easy to blow up on Twitter, and especially like people like us that are getting censored. It's really necessary to have a mainstream platform like this. Entertainment, right now, the fact that it's brand new, entertainment value is the best metric to see if Twitter's.
What do you think about him banning and falsely accusing people of doxing him for posting the flight tracker on his jet?
How is that false?
Well, because one, it's not doxing, right? Like all flights are tracked in the United States as per FAA. And then two, didn't he explicitly say multiple times that he was never going to ban the guy that flight tracks his plane?
And then he got unbanned.
Did he unban him?
Yeah, he unbanned him.
I don't think that's true. Pretty sure
he did. I saw it on my timeline.
So if I Google Elon flight tracker Twitter,
he was suspended for a couple days and he got back. And also, you got to empathize for him too. That guy jumped on the car. He was being watched, and a bunch of the leftists were. His kid was in a car and got stalked. And the flight tracker thing.
No. So Elon Jet is still banned. That account is still banned. Wait, unless this article is old. Let me check. Twitter.com/Elon Jet. Yeah, the account is still suspended.
What's the date of that article?
I just checked the account right now. The account is suspended.
How is that not doxing?
Because it's just the location of an airplane after it's landed.
That's what doxing means.
Is it?
Posting someone's location in real time is doxing. Interesting.
Okay.
I worry for his safety right now. You have to admit that they definitely do not like him. The mainstream news doesn't like him. All the people in charge don't like him. Maybe there's an argument to be made that he's part of the globalist agenda because he wants everybody to be part of Neuralink. But as of now, he's public enemy #1 when it comes to everybody in leftist media. He has a target on his back, and he needs to be careful. Then
don't fly a private jet that gets tracked by the FAA, whose like location is listed publicly on websites so they can never be taken down. You can Google right now. I think you go to like Flight Radar, and you can just search for any flight you want. You can see where it's at. I told you, for instance, that Melina was flying here. Like, you can go and look up her flight right now and see exactly where she is in the air if you look at it. Like,
why are you telling everybody that? There's a difference between, I see what you're saying.
Flights. It's public flights. It's tracked in the United States. That's what our radars and shit are for. So yeah, you could go and look at where flights are. Like.
But he's at a different level of, like, did you see him at Chappelle's show? Like, everybody woke, everybody with blue hair hates him. They're
yeah,
trying
but that's
to take
his
him down.
fault. He makes himself so fucking hateable. Like,
so he needs to protect himself as well. Like, this is, so I completely understand hiding that type of information.
Okay.